What's up, guys? Sloppy Joe here. So, a request I get every now and then is, what is my everyday carry? That is the things that I carry every day on my person that I either tuck away, put in my pockets, or somehow conceal on my body every day before I leave the house. So, this is one of my favorite topics. Things that come up on YouTube videos, in gun forums, things like that, because it is so interesting to see the variance and the different things that guys like to carry or to feel protected and safe when they leave the house on a daily basis to go to the office, go to the grocery store, pick their kids up from soccer practice, things like that. The things that you have to have on you when you leave the house to feel safe, to make sure that you can protect yourself and somebody else if need be. So, first and foremost is, of course, the carry weapon. Now, I like to carry a big full-size, full-frame pistol. And I don't mess around with 45 1911 full-size. I like to go to 10mm. I want bigger, more powerful, the better. So I go with my Witness Match Elite full-size 10mm. And of course, you have to carry a couple extra magazines. So, you gotta have those as well. Of course, you need as much ammo as you can cram in your pockets, you have to carry with you. So, that is first and foremost. Secondly, I don't mess around with the paracord wrist bracelet things. To me, those just seem ridiculous. They get snagged on things, whatever. I just ball up about 50 or 60 feet of paracord, just wrap it up into a ball, and I shove that in my pocket. And that's what I carry around all day. You know, the little bracelet things are for wusses. I like a big ball, a big wad of it. I need a lot of paracord to feel safe. That's just very important stuff. Then, of course, I need a knife. Now, I didn't want to go grab my knife out of the garage, my normal everyday carry knife. So this is just going to be a representation in size. The knife I'm going to display is about the same size as my everyday carry knife. And this is just my wife's kitchen knife. But again, this is a pretty close representation of an everyday carry knife that I would leave the house with. So that, of course, need that. Then, for safety reasons, or for being safe, I like to carry a small first aid kit with me, just in case of blood loss, something gets in your eyes, whatever it may be. So I like to carry just a small, basic 25-person first aid kit. I just tuck that into my waistband next to my pistol, and it fits in there very nice. It's actually very easy. You don't really notice it that much at all. So then, of course, most importantly, you have to display your $5,000 everyday carry watch that you leave the house with. Now, I don't have one of those, but what I do have is my Vostok $75 Amphibia automatic. So that will represent that in this case. And that's basically it. And if you've stuck with me and if you believe this, then you're crazy, and this is in no way what anybody really carries on an everyday situation. But going and hunting around on some of these web forums, gun forums, things like that, some guys would have you believe that this is the kind of crap they carry with them on an everyday basis. Some almost go as far to convince people that they carry a .50 caliber Barrett or a howitzer on their back every day, and that's what they walk around with. And that's just ridiculous. Let's get this stuff out of the way. So, I really do enjoy everyday carry videos because of how wacky and crazy they can get with the crap that people will claim that they carry every day. Now, granted, in some parts of the country, you can carry a 1911 or a full-size pistol on your hip, and you're fine. But in a lot of places on East Coast, West Coast, we'll say, you can conceal carry inside the waistband or on the outside, but yet you want to cover it. You want to have a long coat, whatever it is, just some way to cover it up so the average people who are sitting in a restaurant with you don't freak out and panic and all that kind of stuff. So really, this is really what I leave the house with on an everyday basis. This is my go-to everyday must-haves. So first and foremost is the pistol. And what I've been carrying for the last week and a half is my little P64 Radom 9x18 Makarov. I just carry it in this little basic pocket holster. It slips in there nicely. It's nice and snug. And I can slip this into my back pocket or very easily into my waistband. No big deal. Sometimes I'll carry an extra mag. Sometimes I won't. Just depends if I remember or if I care to leave the house with it. I don't think about it that much. But that's what it is. Secondly is I do carry a knife, mostly for work purposes. It's just I might have to cut into something and I need a knife on me. And I carry one of two knives. I either carry this saw, no, not the SOG. This is a Smith & Wesson. It's not an expensive knife by any stretch of the imagination. It's just sentimental. My younger brother, he has served in the Army for going on 10 years. He was in basic right before 9/11 happened, so he's been in well over a decade. He actually is stationed down at Fort Lewis in Washington State, and he's toured all over the place, and now he does. He's in Special Forces, and he basically spends a lot of his time now just training other armies. So this knife is just more sentimental than anything. So I carry it some days I don't. My other knife I might carry is this SOG Pentagon Elite that I got for free about 10 years ago. The company I was working for, we had a SOG rep come in, and he wanted to put in a display with some knives, and he offered some free knives to the, to the employees. So I picked this one, mostly because I liked how cool it looked, but it's actually proven to be a really nice, reliable knife. Going well on 10 years, it's kept up real nice. So that is one of the two knives I might carry. Excuse me. The other things I can't leave the house without are protein bars. I'm sorry I ate this one while I was gathering all the crap to make this video. So I usually will eat a couple protein bars a day, a couple Cliff Bars, a sandwich, grilled chicken, stuff like that. Then of course my protein shaker. I do consume a lot of protein. I work out and lift quite a bit, so I need to consume 2,000 to 3,000 calories depending on the day, and a couple 100 grams of protein. Usually 200 to 230 grams of protein is what I try to cram in. So I usually leave the house with a lot of, with a couple shaker cups pre-mixed with protein bars, chicken, stuff like that, because I have to. So this really is a first aid kit I carry, but it's in my truck. And it's mostly because in the line of work I'm in, I don't directly do construction work, but I work in the construction industry. So I just keep a first aid kit in my truck just in case, because job sites can be somewhat dangerous places. So I grabbed that just to kind of make a joke about that. Then of course, yes, my watch. This is really my everyday carry or my everyday wear watch. Either this or my Vostok Amphibia with the black rubber strap. So again, it's not a $20,000 watch that some of these guys will claim that they everyday wear or whatever, and some do, but it's just funny to me that they always include it in the video or in their picture of their stuff that they carry. So I just threw that in there as kind of a joke. As far as everyday carry pistols, I kind of rotate around. Summertime, this is going to be my go-to because it's small, it's easy to conceal, and in summertime, I like to wear shorts, t-shirts, things like that. I'm always warm, so I have to wear shorts and stuff in the summertime. Otherwise, I bake, I'm not comfortable, things like that. I also rotate around with my Hungarian PA 63, also 9x18 Makarov. I've been carrying this for probably 6 months now since I bought it. No, I bought this a year ago. God, time flies. But this has been my everyday carry for probably the last year. And it's been fine. No real complaints, nothing like that. I just carry it around with this nice little holster. Got a little a little sleeve in there for an extra mag. And that's what I'll carry sometimes. But right now my go-to is the the P64. Come wintertime, this is going to be my everyday carry pistol, which is a CZ75 PCR. And the only reason I haven't converted over to it yet is because I'm waiting for a holster to show up for it that I ordered. And it's being made to order, so when that comes in, I will use it and give a full review on that holster when it arrives. Should be another week or two. But until then, this little P64 has been my go-to, and it's really nice, slim, all that kind of stuff. So, but realistically, let me bunch this all together. Save for maybe a, a small Tupperware container with some grilled chicken in it. This really is what I leave the house with. This doesn't count because this is in my truck at all times. So we'll get that out of the way. You know, I don't get the guys that have the miles of paracord on them. You know, it's usually for me. If I see a guy wearing a paracord bracelet or something, I think it's a dead giveaway that that guy is carrying. Only because the general, or what's the word, the chances of a person who's wearing a paracord bracelet, and usually they're wearing some kind of a khaki cargo pants or something like that. Usually a few things start to tie together and you go, okay, that guy's carrying. So I just wear normal jeans, t-shirts, sweaters, things like that. I don't wear paracord. It's kind of ridiculous. Especially around an urban environment like Seattle or the suburbs. You don't want to walk around with too much stuff that gives away that you might be a gun enthusiast who's carrying. So that's just kind of my thoughts on it, is if you're going to carry and go through the effort of protecting yourself, you don't necessarily want to give away too many clues that you are a carrying individual. That's just my personal feel on the situation. So anyway, that's it. I was watching the F1 race, Formula 1 race that I recorded last night, and I was thinking about this video, and I was thinking about everyday carry stuff and how comical it can be. So I just thought I'd throw this quick little video together, and that is it. So hopefully you guys got a laugh and a chuckle, and that's it.